King Bhoja, or he was also called as Paramara Bhoja. Paramara Bhoja. Underline, make it very, very important. So as like as that Vakpati Munja, so this man King Bhoja, he was one of the finest military commander. He got brilliant victories. He was a great administrator, a great statesman, a man of letters. He patronized poetry, and he established organizations. Okay, and he had a lot of interest about the architecture. Architecture or engineers, civil engineers or architects. If they found or interested about the architecture, they learn about the architecture. So this man was also expert in the architecture. If we are just the experts in architecture, we make a plan for the building. But this man, he gained such an excellence that he wrote a book on architecture. That is Samarangana. Samarangana Sutradhara. Write down. He was a great military commander. Administrator, statesman, pattern of poets. He got a title Kaviraja. Yeah, in India we have many Kavirajas. Samudragupta is called as Kaviraja from Guptan dynasty. From Shatavahana's Hala. Hala is also called as Kaviraja. So one more Kaviraja, that is King Bhoja. Okay. His books are one by one. His books are, first one, Samarangana Sutradhara. It's a book on architecture. When he was expert in the architecture, there is no doubt that he would not get basics of administration. Generally, look at our studies. If you are expert in engineering, you don't know anything about the physiology. Am I correct or not? Even if you are the electrical engineer, if something is repaired in your house, you will call the electrician. Am I correct or not? If something happened in your home, you will call for your electrician. That's what our studies are. But this man, being an architect, he was also expertise in the administration. He got expertise in the administration, and he wrote a book called Yukti Kalpataru. Yukti Kalpataru on administration. Right now. Yukti Kalpataru. It's a book on public administration. Book on public administration. See, when he was expert in the public administration, there is no chance that he would know anything about the Ayurveda. But he was also expert in the Ayurveda. He wrote a book called Ayurveda Sarvasva. He wrote a book called Ayurveda Sarvasva. Book on medicine. Book on medicine. Okay. He was expert in sanitation, cleanliness, how to maintain sanitation and cleanliness. He had great knowledge on that. He wrote a book, that is Charucharya. He wrote one more book, Charucharya. Charucharya. Book on sanitation and hygiene. We don't need teachings from any foreigners regarding sanitation and cleanliness, because we have IVC cities. Since IVC, cleanliness and sanitation became part and parcel of our culture. There are some great poets. They wrote books on the sanitation. So he was also expert in the yoga. Expert yoga means not just making asanas. He was expert in such a way that he wrote a book on yoga. That is Rajamruganka. Write down. His book Rajamruganka. Book on yoga. They are the encyclopedias having knowledge in the different streams. Okay. He was proficient in philosophy. Write down. Tattva Prakasha. Tattva Prakasha. It's a book on Shaiva philosophy. It's a book on Shaiva philosophy. He wrote one more book, Saraswati Kanthabharana. Saraswati Kanthabharana. On Sanskrit grammar. Saraswati Kanthabharana. Generally in our Hindu culture, children, they got that Aksharabhyasa in the premises of Saraswati, because we see Saraswati as a goddess of learning. So we have a separate shrine, that is Basara, exclusively for the Saraswati, goddess Saraswati. So in India, that Vagdevi cult, Vagdevi is nothing but the Saraswati. Vagdevi cult was started by King Bhoja. Right now, he started Vagdevi cult in India. In India, he started Vagdevi cult. Vagdevi cult. Bhoja means, listen. Bhoja, we developed a new city called Bhojashala. So that Bhojashala is nothing but Saraswati Kantabharana Mahavidyalaya. Right down. He established a Sanskrit university. A Sanskrit university called Saraswati Kantabharana Mahavidyalaya. Saraswati Kantabharana Mahavidyalaya. It is nothing but Bhojashala. So Bhoja is famous for what? Bhoja is famous for his patronage to poets. He supported, he contributed, he encouraged poets, and he himself was a great poet. That's why after this King Bhoja, all the kings, whoever patronized the poets and who was a great poet himself, they started taking the title called Bhoja in their name. Who is Andhra Bhoja? Andhra Bhoja means Sri Krishna Devaraya. So in the medieval period, we have Vijayanagara dynasty. In that Vijayanagara kingdom, we have Sri Krishna Devaraya. Sri Krishna Devaraya, he patronized, that is Ashtadiggajs, 8 great poets, and he himself was a great writer. He wrote a book called Amuktamanyata. Okay, Jambavati Parinayam. So these are the works of Sri Krishna Devaraya. So then Sri Krishna Devaraya, he took a title, Andhra Bhoja. Actually the original Bhoja is Paramara Bhoja. Paramara Bhoja. Right down. After him,